welcome to Makeup 101. Hi friends, I'm Titi Isang and you're welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be teaching my clueless millennial sister how to do her makeup. So we are going to start with the brows. Pick up your brow pencil. Step 1, brush your brows, and then take your pencil, follow the natural shape of your brow. So draw under, like right under where your brow starts, not like drawing a new brow, but just where your brow starts. Okay, so we've done the down. Oh, you people cannot see this nonsense I just did. On to skin. You just do your standard moisturizing, all that good stuff. Now we're going to prime.
I got my primer, baby.
Take your primer. I like to start on my, the place that gets oilier or has the most visible pores. For me, that's my nose.
For me too. I get oily on my nose.
And then you just put everywhere as well. Are we done? Yes. And then we're just going to go straight to foundation. I use a flat brush, but yours is this big one. Yes.
Oh! Guys, my foundation fell down. This is the brush me I'm using.
Yeah. So you disperse it all over your face and then just start to blend it in by tapping. Don't rub it. No, you tap. Tap, tap, tap. Is that enough? Yeah. I feel like you need more. I also take it down to my neck. I don't put new foundation just for my neck. I just use the excess on my brush and blend it down to my neck. Oh, are you done? I'm done.
No. I want to add more. So like, see what you mean. Like now it's actually showing that you're using makeup. And it's also covering my spots.
After you've put in the product, you can just go in with your blender for extra security. That's it. See, that's all I did. You can use your blending sponge now.
The wet one.
Yeah, use the flat side.
Wet it. Are you sure mine is perfect?
Oh, okay. Okay, if it's perfect, feel free. Okay. I think you should anyways.
I am a good student.
Yeah, you're doing awesome. Okay, next we're going to highlight. So you're going to take the lighter shade of foundation. We didn't use concealer for edema because it was just easier to match with the same foundation. Do you get it? Your concealer should have this kind of applicator, so that way you just put it straight on there. I'm going to show you where I put my own. In the corner of my eye like this here. And I also put like a tiny bit outside here. Nobody should ask me about the science behind this. Same thing on the other eye. In here. Tiny bit on. And then I just put a tiny bit on my chin as well, like this. Doom, doom, doom. But you're putting on one that I put my own here. Why did she put that one on her baby? Okay, and then I put on my forehead tiny again. Tiny. You put tiny. You don't put like me. Put tiny. And then I put on my nose. Be careful with the nose, or very, very careful, because we want it to be just in the middle. So just just small like this. And then I also put here like this. So with here, we're putting, see how your cheekbone is. Your cheekbone is here. Then you have a part here that should be slightly darker. So you are just going to put it like right underneath that slightly darker. Very small too. Ish. And then same thing. We're not.
My own is very easy. It's not here.
Yes, your own is easier. Then my own here again. That's two. And I don't add extra to put on this side. This just like whatever is left on the brush I put. I personally also put a little bit around my lips. I don't know if you should put or not, but let's leave your own. I'll just do mine. She's putting it. Are you putting it? So you say let's leave it. Okay. Yeah, just go around my lips. It helps me to like make my lips more defined, more plump, more juicy. Then we'll blend. So keep that brush. We'll take a different brush. And then I'm going to start. I like to start with the parts I don't really need coverage, so that the other parts kind of dry a bit and give me more coverage. So I start with this one on the side that I did, and I just blend. And again, we're just tapping, and for this side you're tapping it up, we're blending it like upward. And we're tapping so that we don't lose the coverage. We're just tapping it in place instead of blending it away. If it's not like perfect, we'll still come back and go over it with our blending sponge. And then we're going to go with the chin next. You can also do the around the mouth now if you did that. Kind of blend it into your lips downward, but also kind of around like this. Do you think it's blending nice? Mine is blending nicely so far. How about you? Okay. And then we're going to do the forehead, and this one we can kind of blend upwards, and like we want it to be here. This is the area we want it to be in, so just anywhere around there, just keep it in that area. And then we'll do the nose, and the nose we're just going to do it like this, like that. And then finally we're going to do the under eyes, and we're going to start with the inner one. I like to start with, and just blend it kind of downwards, because I use it to maybe contour my nose, quote unquote, a little bit, and then just right under my eyes and kind of join it there. And I also blend the outer one in place, but then also take it a little bit up, because you'll notice that it will kind of help you have this cat eye kind of look. Lift your eyes, lift your cheekbones kind of. So that's why I put in the outer corner. And if it's looking a bit harsh right now, don't worry, because it's going to come together when we do our final blending.
This is what mine is looking like.
This is what mine is looking like.
How am I faster than my teacher? I hope I did not do anything wrong.
You put less product actually, so it's just easier, like faster. So when you are satisfied with the blending, then we can move on. We're going to do a little bit more blending with the sponge. So that's why I said if it's looking a bit crazy, don't worry, because we're still going to go in again. So we're going to use the blending sponge, and now we're going to use this pointy corner so that we can get into those corners of the eyes, and we're just going to do a little bit more blending. If you use less product, you might not need to do as much blending as I do, but then you don't get as much coverage as well, so pick your poison. And then also, you see how we use the bottom part to blend our foundation that time. You just use that bottom again and kind of do the parts that are connecting. So the parts that you might see some harsh lines, the transition between the lighter and your normal shade, just blend that side like that. Does that make sense? Okay. Okay, let's say this down part, you can kind of see the harsh line, so I'll just use the foundation bottom part and kind of dab a little bit. If yours is fine, then that's good, that's okay. Now we're going to set our face with some good old fashioned Sacha Buttercup setting powder. Dima is going to use that, so I'm using these powder sponge. Just dab it on here. We want kind of a lot, so just tap on there and try to make it smooth, like leveled on the puff, so that it's spreads equally on your face when you're putting it. And then you're going to put it just the same places that we put the light one. We're going to do that. So start with the under eyes and tap it so that the powder actually stays. I don't have oily skin, so I only do this dabbing on my under eyes, but all the other parts I don't press it on like this. I just use a brush, a fluffy brush, and I take the powder and just dust it on the other part. Idima has more oily skin than I do, so she's going to do it like that on all the parts. So let me show you guys an example of what not to do. Not what not to do, but you see how I said to have it like flat on the powder, even on the puff before you put it on your face. See, on here it's like some parts are having, it's like patchy. So we want it to be all even. Yeah. Okay, so now I'm just going to dust off this. And I take a powder that's my shade, and I'm going to just take a big fluffy brush, do it all in the powder generously. Take that powder and then do it all over my face, but I'm going to start in the places that don't have the highlight. I'm going to start in those places to do it.
That don't have it.
Yes, that are not lighter, that are still my normal color. That's why I start, so that we don't just completely take away. I also put on my neck because remember we put foundation on our neck, so you also want to set that foundation. And then I now take it to everywhere else. We're going to take an angled fluffy brush, and this is where we're going to contour and kind of bring back color to our face if we're looking a bit light. And I'm going to take a dark powder. You can also use eyeshadow, so just a dark brown, darker than my shade. Yes, so that's what you're going to use. Hopefully that's dark enough for you. So you might just want to be generous if it's not dark, super dark. And then we're going to do it on this side. Remember that side that was naturally dark? But we're going to start from kind of the top of our ear and dab it like that, like a C. Is that a C? That's not really a C, but just like this. And then you can also do kind of the excess in case you have a big forehead. Just put the excess on there in circle motions. That one we're not dabbing, we're just doing it in circular motions. And you can also do the side of your chin to give you a bit of a jawline. If you are doing the side of your chin, I would suggest that you start right under your ear and kind of bring it down to your jawline like that. And then just do the same thing on the other side. If you need your nose a bit contoured, I personally don't care. You can use a smaller brush if you really want to be precise, but I just kind of squeeze my brush and do like this. You should start kind of like right where your eye connects with your nose and then just bring it down. Just make sure it's like actually at the side. You've not done that.
I don't care now. I know what you said. You should really care.
You should care. Care. Do it.
Okay.
Okay, so next we're going to set our face with some setting spray. I have the dewy finish one. Idima has the matte finish one.
For the oily people.
Spray it and do downward so that it touches your whole face. It also helps your makeup melt. Don't move too much during this phase so that it doesn't move your makeup. Is your face dry?
Yep.
Alright. Now we're going to do blush.
Ooh.
Life hack. I use eyeshadow for my blush. So you see the purples. Purple looks good on me because I'm dark and chocolate. If you're lighter, maybe red, pinkish might be good for you. I like the stars a bit, you know, light. If you don't know what the blush is giving, I know what mine is giving and it doesn't give a lot, so I have to put in a bit more effort. And you just you don't really need to smile, but you know, for dramatic effect, you smile and then your cheekbones are plump and you know nice. You just dab and take it off. Dab and take it off.
Perfect.
All right, we're almost done. We're almost there. Now we're going to do eyeliner, mascara. I always suggest that you do your eyeliner and mascara after you've set your face, because sometimes if it's not waterproof, then when you set your face and that setting spray hits it, it might kind of run. So that actually does something.
I'm afraid I want to.
Yes, it's okay. We'll manage it as it is and do like this. Put it like that. It helps to like shake it a bit. Whew, finally the last step, you guys, the lips. I like to use some lip liner before I do anything. So with lining your lips, you just line your lips.
Follow the shape.
Just follow the shapes. And you're going to take your lip gloss, just a neutral color, so like a nude. Honestly, just whatever you like with the lips, whatever color you like, it's good. How do you think we did? Come closer, let's see. This is the teacher and this is the student. Student, you did not put on your forehead.
What?
Contour on your forehead.
I did. You guys, who did better? Tell me. The student, right?
Has the student become the master? Alright, so thank you for coming to class today. Let me know if you want any more of this style of content. Let me know if you learned something, and we'll see you in the next video.
Thank you, teachers.